All right, welcome back to our third game of Card Sharks here on Game Show Night, and boy, oh boy, our hot streak continues. Successful Businessman became the first contestant to win the Suzuki Samurai. He's won a total of 13,349 rupees, and more history was made because this is the first time on Card Sharks history that we've given away 3 cars in a row, so very excellent work there. So, you are our champion, and you are going to be playing against our favorite girls in dresses resident. It is Hewhoamareismyself, better known as Hugh. How are you doing today, Hugh?
All right.
That's good to hear. Boy, oh boy, those cards, 3 times in a row that the card has been behind number 5. How crazy is that, Hugh?
Pretty crazy.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is, by the way, I do want to make an announcement right now, folks. This is going to be it. This is the last episode and game of Card Sharks that we are going to be doing on Game Show Night. And at the end of the episode, I will explain why that is. So hopefully we end Card Sharks with another bang. But I'm going to tell you what, we've already ended Card Sharks in a bang because we've given away 2 cars already today. So best of luck to the both of you. Successful Businessman, you are our champion, so you're playing the red cards. Hugh, you are the challenger, so you're going to be playing the blue cards. So good luck to the both of you. Here is question number 1 in game number 1, and it belongs to you, Successful Businessman. Here we go. We asked 100 people in Portland, Maine, did you get up before sunrise this morning? How many said that they did get up before sunrise?
I'm going to go with 30.
30 out of 100 said that they did get up before sunrise. Hugh, is the actual answer higher or lower than 30?
Portland, Maine.
Yep, Portland,
I'm gonna say it's higher.
higher than 30. Number of people in Portland, Maine who got up before sunrise is 30 on the nose. Successful Businessman, you get a 1,000 rupee bonus for getting the answer exactly right. Congratulations.
Yay!
How about that? Boy, we're doing everything here on Card Sharks in this last episode. So, Successful Businessman, you have control of the cards. Your first card in this game is a 9. Do you want to play it or change it?
I'll change it.
All right, changing the 9 to a king. Great card. It's a king. Call it.
Lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 10. All right, Successful Businessman, you now have a 10. Player freeze.
Freeze, please.
Freezing on the 10, that protects your position, and it keeps Hugh away from the cards. We'll go on to question number 2, and it belongs to you, Hugh. We asked 100 child psychologists, would it be harmful for a 10-year-old child to see an X-rated movie? How many said they think it would be harmful for a 10-year-old to see an X-rated movie?
I'm gonna go with 65.
65 out of 100 said that they think it would be harmful. Successful Businessman, higher or lower than 65?
Higher, please.
Higher than 65. Number of child psychologists who think it would be harmful is 83. You're right, Successful Businessman. It is higher. You have control of the card. You have a 10. You want to play the 10 or change it?
I'd like to play it with lower.
Lower than the 10? It's an 8. All right, you're right in the middle now with an 8. Do you want to continue on playing or freeze?
Freeze.
Freeze on the 8. Protect your position, and again, keeps Hugh away from the cards. We'll go to question number 3. The question goes to you, Businessman. We asked 100 people, have you ever seen a baby picture of yourself and thought, boy, was I an ugly child? How many said that they were an ugly kid?
I'm gonna go with 35.
35 out of 100 said that they were an ugly kid. Hugh, is it higher or lower than 35?
I think it's higher.
Higher than 35. Number of people who said they were an ugly kid is 22. No, it's not higher, it's
Well,
lower.
damn.
Wow. Successful Businessman.
Yeah. You got to consider that no one's going to admit that they were ugly.
That is a good point. Okay, Successful Businessman, you've got an 8. That's the worst card in the deck. You want to change it, right?
Please.
Okay, that 8 now becomes a 10. Okay, Businessman, a 10. What's this?
I'm going with lower.
Lower than the 10? It's another 8. Okay, Businessman, you're in the middle again with an 8, but you're only one card away from winning game number 1. Do you want to play or freeze?
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze on the 8. That protects your position, and once again, it keeps you away from the cards. Gentlemen, we're now in sudden death. Somebody has to win the game on this play of the cards. Control is what you're after. Hugh, the question goes to you. We asked 100 residents of Beverly Hills, California, is there a palm tree on your property? How many said that they have a palm tree on their property?
15.
15 out of 100. Is that what you said? 15?
Yes,
Okay.
1-5.
1-5. Very good. 15 out of 100 said that they have a palm tree. Businessman, is it higher or lower than 15?
I'm going to go with lower.
Even lower than 15. Crazy4321, Businessman has pink hair. Well, blame it on the old school graphics. 15 is what Hugh says. Successful Businessman says lower. Number of residents who have a palm tree is 58. It is not lower, it's higher. Hugh, you have control of the cards. Now, Hugh, we're in sudden death. Listen carefully. You have a base card of an 8. You can change the card if you'd like, but you have to call 4 cards in a row correctly to win. Make one mistake and Successful Businessman will win game number 1. Or you can pass control to Successful Businessman. He's got an 8. He's only 1 card away from game number 1, but he cannot change the card. If he gets it right, he would win game number 1, but if he gets it wrong, you would win game number 1, Hugh. So, do you want to play or pass?
So I'm thinking, it's a 50-50 chance,
Yep.
but I may as well play it.
You're going to
Or change it, rather. I'm going to keep control and I'm going to change it.
All right, he's not going to let him play the 8. He's going to keep control, and he's going to change the card. All right, you've got to play all 4 cards, and you've got to be right each time. Hugh, the 8 now becomes a 4. Okay, Hugh, 4 calls in a row correctly to win. What's this?
Higher than a 4.
Higher than a 4? It's a 9. Okay, Hugh, call this one.
Gonna have to say lower than the 9.
Lower than the 9? Oh no, it's a queen, and Successful Businessman wins game number 1. Well done. Tell you what, Successful Businessman, you
May as well have tried.
that was a good try. Successful Businessman, you've been living on the edge today because all 3 of your wins have been in sudden death. So you get another 100 rupees. That means, Hugh, you got to win this game to keep your championship hopes alive. Brand new cards are going to be dealt to each player, and Successful Businessman, the question goes to you. It's game number 2. We asked 100 married men, is your wife the first woman you ever fell in love with? How many said that they fell in love for the first time with their wife?
I'm going to go with 33.
33 out of 100 said that they fell in love for the first time with their wife. Hugh, is it higher or lower than 33?
I was gonna guess 33 if it was mine, so,
Boy, what are the odds of that?
I'm gonna say higher.
Higher than 33. Number of married men who fell in love for the first time is 32! Oh, by 1,
Jeez.
It's not higher. And I tell you, you almost had another 1,000
I'm gonna throw something.
Oh, I don't blame you. I'm so sorry about that. You were right. Both of you were right on the nose in terms of your guesses. You were both thinking 33. It was 32. And Successful Businessman, you were 1 away from another 1,000 rupee bonus. But you do have control of the cards. And your first card is a 2. What are you going to do?
I'm going to say higher.
Higher than the 2? It's a 3. All right, play or freeze. You got a 3.
I'm going to play.
All right, call it.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 3? It's an ace! What are you going to do now?
Lower than the ace?
Lower than the ace? It's a 5. Okay,
I'm gonna freeze.
All right.
Freeze.
I was just gonna say you're 1 card away, but he's gonna freeze. That protects your position and it keeps Hugh away from the cards. You're 1 card away from winning your 2nd game in a row. It's time to go to question number 2, and the question belongs to you, Hugh. Hugh, we asked 100 married women, if your husband started to go bald, would you encourage him to wear a toupee? How many said that they would encourage him to wear a toupee, Hugh?
This is the 80s?
Yep, 1988.
Alright, I'm gonna go with 47.
47 out of 100? Okay. Successful Businessman, is it higher or lower than 47?
Lower.
Lower than 47. Number of married women who would encourage him to wear a toupee is 21. You're right, Successful Businessman. It is lower. Okay, you are 1 card away from the match. You've got a 5. Do you want to play it or change it?
I'm gonna play it with higher.
All right. If it's higher than the 5, you will win your 2nd consecutive match here on Card Sharks. Is it higher than the 5? It's a 6, and Successful Businessman keeps his title. He's going to play the money cards one more time. Well done.
Yay.
Boy, I tell you what, Hugh, you...
That did not go well.
I was just about to say, the cards, you just did not have too many opportunities to play there. I mean, Successful Businessman kept getting the high-low questions right. But did you have fun playing Card Sharks with us, Hugh?
Sure.
All right, excellent. Great to have you here on Card Sharks, and we will see you later on for some more game show night. Well done. Okay, Successful Businessman, you're now up to 14,549 rupees, and you're going to be playing the final money cards ever on the regular Card Sharks series. So, you ready to go for that?
No pressure.
Okay, one more time. It's time to play Money Making Game. Okay, you know how this works, Successful Businessman. You've been here before, so let's get started right away. You've got 200 rupees. Your first card is a jack. Remember, you can change 1 card per row. So with a jack, do you want to play it?
I'm going to play it. Bet 50, it's lower.
All right, with the minimum bet. 50 rupees, lower than the jack. It's a 3. That's a pretty good card. You're up to 250 rupees and a 3. You want to play this one?
Yes, 150, that's higher than the 3.
All right, 150 rupees, higher than the 3. Oh no, it's a 2. Oh, it's a good thing you held back because most people would have bet all of it. But you still have 100 rupees and a 2. Now you can't lose, so you know what to do with it.
I'm gonna bet it all that it's gonna be higher than the 2.
All right, for 200 rupees, higher than the 2. It's an ace. All right, that's a good card to have. So we've got an ace. We're gonna move you up to the 2nd row and give you the other 400 rupees, and now you're up to 600 rupees, and you've got an ace. Once again, you can't lose on it. So let's hear the bet.
Lower than an ace, all of it.
All right, for 1,200 rupees, lower than the ace. It's a 10. Okay, very good. You're up to 1,200 rupees and a 10. Do you want to play the 10 or change it?
This is the last card in the row, right?
No, there's 2 more cards left after this. This is the 2nd row.
All right, 2nd row. I'm going to bet that it's lower with 100.
All right, he's going to keep the card, and he's going to 100 rupees. All right, good luck. 100 rupees, lower than the 10. It's a 4. You got it. 1,300 rupees, and you've got a 4. Do you want to play it?
I'm going to play it. 400 rupees greater than the 4.
All right. 400 rupees higher than the 4. It's a 9. Yep. Okay, you're up to 1,700 rupees. We'll move the 9 up to the last row. It's the big bet. You've got 1,900 rupees and a 9. I assume you want to change it, right?
Yes, please.
All right. You only can change it once, so pick carefully. You want card number 1, 2, or 3?
3's been my luck number, so.
He's going for 3 again. All right. Good luck to you there. You've got to wager at least 850 rupees on this card. The 9 is now a 7. Ooh. All right.
Just as good.
Successful Businessman, you have 1,700 rupees. You got to wager at least 850 rupees on this card. What is your big bet?
1,500 greater than the 7.
Ooh, he is going large here, folks. All right. That's the spirit, Successful Businessman. So you're either going to have 200 rupees or 3,200 rupees after this card, unless, of course, it's another 7. Good luck to you, Successful Businessman. For 3,200 rupees more, higher than the 7, it's an 8! You got it! Congratulations! Nicely done! 3,200 rupees more.
Hooray!
Yes, indeed. Boy, those were some tough cards. So, you won a total so far in this match, 4,400 rupees. That gives you a grand total of 17,749 rupees. But we're not quite done with you yet. We've got one more card game for you to play, and let's see if we can finish Card Sharks here on Game Show Night on a very high note. The card you're going to be playing for this time is a Chevrolet Sprint. That was the very first car that we offered on Game Show Night for Card Sharks, so it's appropriate that the last car game is going to be for a Chevrolet Sprint. So, 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. Where is the car?
I'm going to actually break from the 5 tradition and go with 3.
Number 3. All right. Before we put the card behind number 3, let's see what the chat thinks. So, Hewhoamareismyself said something very funny. In before, 1 out of 2,401 chance. Indeed. That is the odds that the cars behind the same card 4 times in a row. Professor Whom's going with number 7. So, let's see if we can give away a car on the final match of Card Sharks here on Game Show Night. And Hugh is going with number 5. Let's see if we can give away a car. Good luck to you, Successful Businessman. I'd love to give it away one more time. Here we go. For the Sprint, is the car behind car number 3? No, it's not. I am terribly sorry. Not this time, Successful Businessman. Let's see if it is behind number 5 for a 4th time in a row, or if Professor Whom's got it right with number 7, or if the car's going back to the warehouse. Let's see if anyone wins. Show us where the car was, please. Number 4, right down the middle. So no one got it. It was not behind number 5 this time. It was right down the middle. But, Successful Businessman, the good news is you've won 17,749 rupees here on Card Sharks. The bad news is you won't be able to defend your title because this was the last episode of Card Sharks, and now I'm going to explain why. If you guys saw, that last question of game number 2 of Card Sharks was the very first question of Card Sharks when we started back a year ago when we did Card Sharks. So that means we have reached the end of this question stack on this program. So this is the last match of Card Sharks, and boy, we had a lot of fun. We gave away a total of 12 cars, and of course, Professor Whom is the biggest money winner of all time. He won the 32,000 rupees, and he won the car all in the same game. So there have been a lot of exciting moments, and I want to thank everyone who has played Card Sharks here on Game Show Night. It was a true blast, but let me tell you something, guys. Card Sharks isn't going away completely, because I do plan on playing the money cards as like a mini game in between our Game Show Night. So we will keep the money cards. So Card Sharks isn't going away entirely, but the series is over in terms of the regular matches. So until next time, this is LZ Cards Fan 23 saying thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and may all of your cards be right. Goodbye, everyone.